Everybody, welcome back with the Plapper. Platypus is the name. My goal today is to tell you about the 2.1 and 2.2 updates. I just watched the live stream just a moment ago, and so I'm hoping that I can give you the information faster than an hour and a half, which is how long it would have taken it to watch yourself. So without further ado, let's jump right in. First, we're getting 2.1 September 22nd, which is it's basically 24 hours from when this goes live. We're getting 2.2 October 9th. So me and Bear were kind of thinking that they might release it a week later, like on the 29th, but it's actually longer than a 2-week patch cycle. We thought it might be a shorter patch cycle, but it turns out it's even longer, so the exact opposite. Speaking of my buddy 16-Bit Bear and my podcast co-host, he won the giveaway. They had a giveaway for a free character, and so he won another. I'm sure he's going to win again, but I think they put him at the top of the thing here. Oh, actually, I took a screenshot here. That way you guys could take a look. So you can see 16-Bit Bear won. So good job there. I did not win. To be fair, I didn't put much effort into it. Also, to be fair, if I did put a lot of effort into the giveaway, there's a good chance I wouldn't have won, and then I would have felt bad that I tried so hard. So either way, yes, I didn't, but my buddy 16-Bit Bear won. So congratulations to everybody, but Bear's the only one that I know, so thank you. So as everyone expected, we're getting Tropical Mohota in 2.1, and we're getting Tomoko in 2.2. So Tomoko's still a little ways away. 2.2 is actually the update I'm excited for, but this will be a really good one as well. So this is probably going to be the big talk of the town. This is all buffs. Tropical Mohete got a lot of buffs. So the S3 got a small damage up and a cooldown change to 1 Mahato action from 5 turns. So it used to take 5, I think it was 5 ally actions, not 5 turns. It was 5 ally actions. Now it's 1 Mahato action. So every time she takes an action, her next turn she'll be able to use the skill 3. So overall, I believe this is going to be much higher consistency on her skill 3. We're not going to go into exactly what all the skills do because we've already done a video on that and other people have as well. These are just going to be the changes. All right. The talent 1 no longer needs over healing the proc. She just needs to be healed. She used to have to be healed above her max HP. Now, as long as she gets a proc of healing, the talent 1 will go off. Awareness 0 had the biggest change I've seen in a buff, so far. Or at least in a change. So she now gets 25% damage after being healed, straight up. After she gets healed, she gets 25% more damage. And then after getting healed 5 times, she gets this thing called like a tropical heart that lets her use the skill 3 without any cooldown at all. Then the tropical heart goes on a cooldown. So you basically get to use this 2 turns in a row. The way I think it'll effectively work is that you use your S3 and you have the tropical heart. It'll reset the cooldown. So tropical heart will go on a turn cooldown and then your other skill won't. Then you could use it again. Then you have to get the tropical heart again. But as long as you keep healing up, you should be able to use the skill 3 pretty much constantly, I believe. There might be a 1 turn. You might have to do 2 turns with skill 3, 1 turn without to make it work. But this is like a pretty interesting change overall. Awareness 1, 2, and 6 also got buffs. Awareness 1 you get a blessing every turn. Just like you're always getting blessings now. Awareness 2 just gave her an HP bonus of 1200 HP. I'm sure that's fine. I mean, it's good, but it seemed kind of weird. Awareness 6, Infinite S3, no conditions attached. There's like no cooldown on it anymore. And it gets a damage boost as well. So pretty much it's just like super powerful. I don't even think it was worth talking about, honestly. Weapon got a timing buff, so 34% damage to have full uptime now. I don't remember exactly what the weapon does, but there was apparently some turns where you weren't getting the 34% damage. It should always be up now. Tropical Tomoko also got a bunch of buffs. I think they're smaller in scale, but still interesting. Her skill 2 now adds 30% damage and 25% ailment accuracy to attack. So it's kind of interesting. So this is just additional stuff. What this skill did is it healed a target, and then it also, I believe, it increased their ailment accuracy. And then now it's also going to increase their damage and convert ailment accuracy into attack. So it's become a pretty good buff skill while also being a heal. And then they also changed talent too. So when you use the skill 2, you will also restore HP to the ally with the lowest HP. That means even at A0, this will heal 2 targets, unless the one target you heal still is the lowest, then it'll double heal them, right? But it's 2 heal triggers. Awareness 0, damage increase or decrease, I guess, but it's a buff. Like when you hit the enemies with your spark, they deal less damage. It was 20%, now it's 30%. I don't know if this can still stack multiple times. A1, I thought it was 15%, but they're saying that you get a 12% defense down as on foes that you could stack to a 15%. A2, when inflicting sparks, permanently increase all allies' attack by 2% up to 15 times. So it should take about 3 turns to do this, and then everyone will have 30% more attack. I mean, it's fine. For an A2, I kind of do like it. Small damage buff on the weapon, and small, so basically you're also going to be able to increase the weapon itself. Got a little bit of a damage up, and then the damage up on foes, like when you hit foes, they're going to take more damage. That is also got a little bit of a buff, so you're going to be dealing more damage that way as well. Also, they just straight up added decreasing target ailment resist and lowering their defense by 12%. This is all very exciting for me because I like inflicting lots of like curse stacks and stuff, and sometimes they don't have the highest trigger chance. So I'm thinking with the ability to buff the the ailment accuracy and lowering enemy ailment accuracy, it should be way easier to do like cool percent damage builds. So that is the new characters, that is the new, that kind of stuff. So now as far as the actual zone itself, what are they actually adding content wise? New beach zone to explore. 2.1 is going to add a mini game with like a rewards event shop. You're going to have like a little gun and go and shoot things, and different characters have different like ultimates or whatever. So it's going to be relatively small, I suspect, but it should be fun for a little bit. In 2.2, they're adding another mini game where you're making, it's like a kitchen mini game. They're like, I want shaved ice with strawberry flavoring and whatever, this kind of thing. You're like, here's the cup, here's the thing, you give it to them, right? That one will probably be even easier for a lot of people, but whatever, it's still a nice little fun thing to do, I guess. They're adding story content with Ohoto, that's Motoha, and Rico and Lufel. You get to basically watch fireworks with them after finishing their like little story content. And then Shun, Merope, and Tomoko is going to be added in 2.2 for just story content. We will be able to continue the key synergy with the character key, the paranormal activity stuff. Excited for that because I have him locked right now, and I was really excited to get him up to, I think it was 15 or 16 to unlock the next thing, mostly because I wanted more friends, but whatever. But that should be available tomorrow. 2.2, new synergy added with Kitazato. This is a guy who is a dork, and he's like a cool guy, but he's a cool dork in an arcade. He cares about guns, so he's gonna do gun attribute things. He's gonna increase your gun damage. He's going to let you reload your guns. He's gonna increase the gun element, not just the gun, shooty shoot, but like actual your main persona that does the gun element will get a buff as well. It sounds like, and then you can replenish ammo of guns, all kinds of cool gun related things. I'm excited for this because Shun needs a reload, my man, and so I'm hoping this will allow me to reload Shun without like wasting a bunch of turns as well. Little login rewards, 7 platinum tickets. We kind of expected that, not that big of a deal. Battle Pass getting a small upgrade. They're adding a total of 480 Stardust and 2 new of these revelation items that will allow you to custom revelation cards, which I put down here. They'll basically allow you to choose a specific type of revelation card in the main stat. You won't be able to choose the substats, which is common in these kinds of things, but you will be able to at least get the main stat that you want for the specific one you want without spending a bunch of energy. You're going to get 2 of these on the paid paid battle pass and 480 Stardust. These are not going to replace what was there. It is in the sense that those items are no longer there, but they're being redistributed throughout the battle pass, so you will still get the same amount of stuff. This is just pure slightly more value on the battle pass, and this is all paid. They are also adding 120 Stardust to the free battle pass, so you'll still get something even for the free battle pass, which is whatever. It's nice, I guess. But they also say this new revelation item that lets you make your custom thing, it's going to be in the battle pass, and also tasks. So you should be able to get one of these or two of these from the tasks after launch to get like a specific card you want. And they're going to add more of them over time and different things. They're just going to put them in different game modes and stuff, but they are going to be rare, probably mostly a premium style item, but it's still kind of nice that they're finally going to be there. 2.1, we're getting a free 5-star weapon selector. This is going to be all the launch characters plus Marion. So if you didn't get Marion's weapon, but you did get her, this will be a good opportunity to pick that up. Otherwise, you could just free select, I don't know, any of the launch characters. You could probably go to A1, one of their weapons, but it's probably better just to get an R0 on one of these weapons. They are adding fishing to the game. This seemed like a minigame about the size of the soccer minigame, not in its structure in the sense that it's you're going to be doing the same thing because you're fishing, but it seems like you're going to fish. It's going to get harder. You're going to get points. You could use those points in a shop. The shop is probably not like a big total event shop. It's probably one of the smaller minigame shops like the soccer shop or the band shop. Speaking of the band, new songs are being added to the band game. That's always fun. It makes it easier to level it up to get to that 10. Every time they add a song, it's just basically giving you free experience, which is very good because some of us are very, very bad at that game. 2.2 is adding a relationship reset ticket for soulmates. So if you're soulmates with Tomoko, but you really want to be soulmates with the new hot thing that's in there, you could spend, I think it was 100 meta gems to reset it. You keep all the rewards. You could also just go through and keep becoming soulmates with every single character to get all the rewards. I don't think it's not a wise investment of resources, but whatever, if you do you, man. So we're going to do event missions and have login bonuses and the shooting minigame, all kinds of whatever. You're just going to do stuff. And they said you're going to get this currency that allows you to make fireworks. Then when you have enough fireworks, you can watch fireworks with your teammates. But as far as like what we're actually doing is like this is the main content, in my opinion, is the thing called Thieves Secrets. New battle content in 2 modes. So there's going to be one of trial characters. This one I didn't see the rewards, but I bet this one has the most amount of the rewards in there, where it's going to be just primarily going to be the rewards. And then there's going to be a daily one that you can go in and do with your actual own characters. I suspect this is going to be one that you do to get more, not like the event currency, more daily currency at an increased rate. If you have the new launched character, you will also get bonus. You get 35% additional rewards for having Summer Tomoko, or sorry, whatever, Summer Mojito. But if you have Closer, normal Closer, you're getting 15%. And if you're using Wind, you're also getting 15%. So instead of 50% bonus, you're going to get 30% bonus. That's also like fine. So yeah, it'll be a way to spend a little bit of energy and probably get a little more value out of it than normal, which is nice coming off a 2x event directly into another event that'll let you get more stuff for not free, but it'll be just a little bit of a bonus. Yeah, I already said that. And then they're adding a Mokoto swimsuit, and then in 2.2 they're adding a Wonder swimsuit. But yeah, that seems to be it. You're getting your normal 600 login, like that kind of stuff, right? So that is basically everything they talked about. They did show this, but this didn't seem very important to me. Like, oh yeah, late October they're gonna do 2.3. We already knew that. This didn't. I mean, I guess this is okay, but no, there wasn't a lot of information here, so it didn't seem like something that was necessarily worth watching. Just so you can see it really quick, this is the beach zone, and they're walking around, and this is gonna be where you do the battle content. And that kind of stuff. So overall, it should just be a lot of fun. I don't know how much time it's actually going to take. It's a little concerning to me that this seems to be a smaller update in terms of content, yet it is going to be longer than a 2-week cycle. It's going to be like, whatever, 2 weeks and 5 days, right? Because 2 weeks would be the 6th, and it's not till the 9th. I mean, it's only a couple more days. It's not that big, but I was kind of hoping it would be like a 1 week super fast blitz one, but no, not this case. So that's everything that I heard them talk about after watching it. Yeah, let me know if I missed anything. Otherwise, hopefully I got to save you a bit of time today. Anyway, much love. Per platypus is per platypus. I'll see you in the flip-flops. Bye!